late this morning because I'm not driving.
Why can't I do my morning please?
We randomly decided to go for a swim after coffee, but I didn't have any togs on me, so I just had to go in my gym clothes. Love that. Also don't have a towel, so. I've literally had the nicest morning. It's like my favorite way to start a Monday, going to gym and having a coffee. And then as you saw, we had a bit of a spontaneous swim in my activewear because I didn't bring any togs. But anyways, I've now come home. I'm all showered, clean, changed for the day. This is my outfit. I have my first firing for my next collection, which is launching on the 12th of February. So it's coming around very, very quickly. And then I also need to go to the clay shop and grab some supplies. The first thing I need to do this morning is actually go and load up my car before I go, because I know you guys will ask in the comments. This set is from a brand called Holiday, the label. It's just a little pajama set, but obviously I'm not wearing it as pajamas. And then this white singlet is just from Dish. And then I'm just wearing it with these sandals from Aloha's. So yeah, that's my outfit for today. Let's go. The car is all loaded and we're just about to leave. I'm just waiting on Mom. She's just grabbing a bottle of water. Typical Mom things. I swear they always take so long. And yes, I've also already dirtied my top. We're going to ignore that. But I thought now would be the perfect time just to update you guys on this firing. I'm doing things a little differently and doing a bisque firing this round. If you guys have watched some of my pottery tutorials, you would know that usually I tend to only single fire my pieces. But when you don't own your own kiln, people can be really picky about letting people single fire pieces just because it can be a lot harsher on the kiln. So yeah, this time I just wasn't able to get a kiln that would allow me to single fire, so I'm having to do a bisque, which is okay. It's a little bit frustrating, but obviously I don't have my own kiln, so I kind of just have to suck it up and roll with it. On that note, however, I am looking at possibly purchasing my own kiln, which is very exciting. I hadn't really ever looked into it or considered it, but these firings are starting to cost so much money, so I feel like it's probably better off in the long run for me to just buy my own kiln anyways. I just got back home and I thought I'd give you a quick little haul of the things that I picked up. I grabbed 6 bags of clay. I actually have quite a bit left, but this clay often goes out of stock. So whenever I go to the clay shop, I just grab a couple. I grabbed a few new glazes to try out. This is a pink one, a red gloss. I also grabbed an underglaze, which I've never used before. I constantly get DMs asking how to use underglaze, and I personally don't even know, so I thought I would grab some to have a play around with, and I can let you guys know how that turns out. And then I also just grabbed a few sponges. If you guys watched my last video, you would have seen me talk about how I'm currently packaging my orders, and I also talked about how I'm actively working towards making sure all of the packaging that I use is 100% sustainable. Whilst I'm not quite there just yet, I'm getting pretty close. And shortly after I uploaded that video, the company Cricut reached out to me and introduced me to this little compact machine called the Cricut Joy, which is literally the most perfect alternative to the little confetti stars that I was using. I'm not kidding when I say my 12-year-old DIY obsessed self would be freaking out over this collab, because I literally remember begging my mum for a Cricut weekly after attending my scrapbooking classes. Yes, I was that kid. I took scrapbooking classes and I was obsessed. The Cricut Joy is really compact, so it's perfect for small spaces like mine, and all round just makes customizing so much more affordable. I found it super easy to set up. It just wirelessly connects to your phone, computer or tablet, so you can pretty much use it anywhere. You can create or upload your own designs via the app, or you can choose from the hundreds of ready-to-use designs and fonts that they already have. To make my little confetti stars, I began by going into the app and creating a new project. I then pressed the Add Shapes button and selected the star. I scaled the page on the phone to the printing mat to make sure my final design would be the right size. I then duplicated the star as soon as it was the right size, and once I had a few of them on the page, I grouped them and then duplicated the group to speed up the process a little. I hope this is making some sense, but once I was finished, I loaded my card onto the mat and pressed print. I ended up doing 2 different size stars in 2 different paper colors, which I think turned out really cute. And not only are these DIY paper confetti stars a more sustainable option, I think they turned out even cuter, and I just couldn't be happier with my new packaging and how everything is looking. If you guys are interested, I'll leave the link to Cricut down below. If you have a small business or just love DIYing in general, this little machine is so versatile. You'll have to stay tuned to see what else I create. There are so many more things it can do than just make confetti stars. But anyways, thanks to Cricut for sponsoring this part of the vlog, and let's jump back into the video. I'm just coming home from what was a really fun morning with all of our friends. Alex had a little bit of a creative shoot this morning, so I was kind of his assistant. I was on drone duty, so I was just flying that around. I've never really flown a drone like properly before, so it was actually so much fun, and I think the shots turned out really sick. Why is my camera not focusing? I'm just about to make myself a morning coffee, and then I'm gonna sit down and have a chat to you guys because we got some really exciting news yesterday, and I'm really excited to fill you in because there's gonna be a lot of changes in these coming next few days. So yeah. Don't mind my patchy forehead. I got really sunburned the other day, so my forehead's peeling now, which isn't really that cute. But anyways, I still can't really believe that I'm saying this because it's all just happened really fast. But I'm moving out. I found out yesterday, and I'm moving out on Monday, which is in 3 days time. So yeah, when I say this has kind of all happened really fast, it seriously has. If you've lived out of home before and then you come back to live with your family, you'd kind of understand. I mean, I'm so grateful that I have been able to live with my family, and of course they've been like super supportive of everything that I've done. And with COVID and everything happening, I was just really lucky to be able to have a place to come back to. But yeah, I'm sure most of you guys can imagine, just when you're in your 20s and living at home, you just kind of miss that independence after you've already lived out of home before. So it has been something that's been on my mind for a while, just because I feel like I'm outgrowing this space a little bit. I really need an office and ideally a studio as well. So last week, myself, my best friend Maddie, and my boyfriend Alex started having a look around on the real estate market. And we applied for a few places. We definitely didn't think we would get accepted into anything so quickly because it's really difficult to find a place at the moment where we live, but I guess it was just meant to be and we've gotten lucky. So yeah, I'm moving out in literally 3 days. I freaking can't wait to show you guys the house that we've gotten. It's honestly so perfect. Like, it's beautiful open living. I'm gonna have a little studio space and also an office, which what? I can't even believe that. It's in the best location. We can literally just walk down to the beach. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be living with those two. I know we're gonna have the best time. So yeah, that probably brings me to your next question. Will I be vlogging the move and everything? Of course, I'm going to be documenting all of that stuff. They're some of my favorite videos to look back on from when I lived in Brisbane. So I can't wait to do all of that again. I'm also planning on bringing you guys along, setting up my studio and office space. There's definitely going to be a few IKEA visits, and I guess just officially having my own space means that I'm going to be able to just create so much more content. There's been a few little family dramas here and there, nothing too drastic, just like totally standard family stuff, but I just find when something like that happens, I'm just like not in the mood to sit down and talk to a camera. So having my own space and a fresh start will just make me really inspired, and I know that will definitely mean I'll be a lot more consistent on here. I aim to upload 1 video a week, but I've been pretty slack with that deadline lately just because of what I've said already. I know that as soon as I move and I'm settled in, that will be so achievable for me. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end this vlog here. I have so much to organize and to get packed because before I know it, I'm gonna be in my own house. Can't believe I'm even saying that. Watch this space, stay tuned for the moving vlogs and yeah, my studio vlogs and stuff. There are so many exciting things happening and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.